All right, here's the pen. Where's the contract at? I mean, I'm doing
Signed it up.
all I'm doing is working for food. I need some cash, dinero. Listen, it's funny, but sometimes things just happen the way they do. You know, I love the historic North Side. Some of my favorite people, the Comanche family, the Honorado family, and many others, including that Coons Market on Highwood Street on the North Side. Zangaro, as in Danny Jr., is here, and boy, wait till we connect all the dots on this one, just in time for the big game, NFL, Westwood 1. Of course, we'll have it 93.7 The Fan.
Here at Joey D's, it's all happening.
It is all happening.
At Disalvo Station.
But you've got something happening for those who like good cigars, and since I was here the last time, did a little remodeling. Tell the folks about this event.
Well, we have the area's largest selection of the finest cigars. Retail store in the great cigar bar at Joey D's at Disalvo Station in the Trove, and every month we have a monthly tasting where people come in, different cigar companies, educate our consumers and our customers to their great brands. Little scotch, little bourbon, little beer tasting, all for only $10, and it's a night of camaraderie of great customers that come together and just enjoy a great evening of learning and great friendship. And so that's what we do once a month, February 7th.
Now listen, years ago, you see this? Ostrom. It's a jerky, but it's made out of ostrich meat. I am side by side with a gold medalist by the name of Kurt Angle, who I have been a fan of, #1 fan of for decades. Great collegiate wrestler, and of course went on to win the Olympic gold, and has been doing incredible stuff as a professional wrestler for many years. Love Kurt Angle. Now tell the audience your Kurt Angle connection.
Well, Kurt Angle was, as you said, an Olympic gold wrestler. He is, well, my father-in-law is his manager. My ex-father-in-law is his manager.
We're all family here.
That's how we kind of all got connected. My ex-father-in-law actually helped start the company of Ostrom. He was a professional bodybuilder, and he was very into lean meats, high-protein snacks. And the current owner of the company, Logan Dickerson, out of Greensburg, PA, had an ostrich farm. And once my ex-father-in-law came out to see him, thought it was a great idea to turn this into a meat stick, and with his connections at GNC, got our meat sticks into GNC nationwide.
Lean muscle builds strong muscles, right? So you have to get the lean protein, and Ostrom will get you back into the game. And just imagine if you had the speed of an ostrich. I'd have a multi-million-dollar contract. And speaking of big contracts, you play a little football in your life, and here's where it gets even better. One of my many mentors throughout the decades on television and radio covering high school football, many of them, the great Jim Render, the winningest coach in the WPIL, his close friend Jack McCurry, Art Walker Sr., Jr., and it just goes on and on. Well, he played for the great Jack McCurry at North Hills, where others have, including the great LeVar Arrington, and that list goes on and on. So tell me about this game. You've got the incredible talent of Tom Brady making millions, but still playing like he's a rookie, okay? They're a 5.5-point favorite, and if you are betting, I'm saying, you know what, maybe take Philadelphia and the points, because it's not 7 or more, so that means even those who make those professional wagers in Las Vegas, they think the good money would be on Philadelphia because they're not making it a 7-point shift or swing. Does Philadelphia have enough with that incredible defense coached by Jim Schwartz and guys like Brandon Graham and Fletcher Cox on the defensive line? Are they going to have enough to get to Brady to stop that juggernaut and possibly have a chance to win their first ever Super Bowl?
No.
I did all that for nothing.
I do not believe so. When it comes to big games like this, I look at the quarterbacks, and I cannot see Nick Foles beating Tom Brady.
If it was Carson Wentz, who Tom Donahoe, Seton LaSalle's former coach, used to be with the Steelers, Buffalo, now in the front office with Philadelphia. If Carson Wentz was still playing, a guy, an MVP-like year, what do you think?
I give them a chance. I will give the Eagles a chance. If Rob Gronkowski does not play this week, I give them a shot.
You know he's going to play.
I know. That's why I said no.
He, of course, played his senior season at Woody High, but I got to ask you, as in Woodland Hills, Nick Foles, and I was one of them, although the great Andy Reid, when he was coaching there, brought him into the league, and he ended up having a couple of good years. He was a third-round pick. Andy Reid now, of course, with Kansas City, just traded away Alex Smith to Washington for big money. Pat Mahomes, the guy that they took in the first round, number 10, is going to be the heir apparent, and if anybody can get it done, Andy Reid can. But Nick Foles made a believer out of me. In the Atlanta game, the Minnesota game, he threw for 352 yards and 3 touchdowns. Are you kidding me, Danny?
It's impressive. I wasn't expecting it, but I just don't see them beating the Patriots. I think between Belichick and Brady, they're going to figure out a way to stop him. And I think it's a 2-score game.
A guy who I'm sure likes a lot of lean protein is Danny Amendola, because the guy's in
Yeah.
great physical condition.
Yeah.
He's not big, but he's a big-time player, and he came up big in that Minnesota game with a couple of key touchdown catches, especially the one who reminded me a lot of the one San Antonio Holmes caught in the Super Bowl, and Ben threw it so perfectly. He did a high wire act on a Brady, literally beautifully, just he threaded the ball past in the back of the end zone, brought it down, score. Here's a guy that I keep calling the X Factor. I think Danny Amendola is probably the most intricate and important part. Even if you add in Dion Lewis and Gronkowski, I think to be able to stretch the field, it's going to be Danny Amendola, because I think he's going to have to get rid of the ball quick. Amendola runs great routes. He's got very deceptive speed. He's going to be able to get behind the secondary, and I think Brady is going to go deep more than he is going to go short to Gronkowski. And obviously, other than clock management, I think Dion Lewis may catch a few balls out of the backfield, but it's going to be Danny Amendola, I think, to win the Super Bowl for New England.
No, I agree with you. I can see that happening. I feel like they have too many weapons on offense. Between Lewis, Cooks, Amendola, and Gronk, I don't see it. I don't see them being able to be stopped.
I'm going to disagree and say it's going to be a fighting match between defense and all the great players on the offense that you said. It's going to be a special teams victory of some sort.
Last thing, Jack McCurry, what was it like playing for that guy?
Great, one of the greatest of all time in our area. I played for him. My father also played for him back in the early '80s, and what a career!
You know what else was great about him? I'm all about public school teachers. He was an amazing principal, too, at North Hills, and his legacy will be around for a very long time. Guess what? These won't be around very long. They'll be eating on the way home. They'll be eating on the way home. Again, tell them a little bit more about the company.
The company, so just an idea of the product, is we use lean exotic meats. The ostrich is one of our most popular. We also have an elk variety. Compared to any other meat snack on the market, we're lower in sodium, we're lower in sugar, we're higher in protein, lower in fat. You can find us nationwide at GNC, Vitamin Shop, most of your major gyms and fitness centers, and also Giant Eagle. Giant Eagle carries our products.
And you're going into Gander Mountain, too?
Fingers crossed. But yes, we think.
Hey, we got to take the Joe Dead TC Coots Market.
Listen, you hang around me, good things happen to all my friends.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I'm done. I'm going to go eat a little steak and hit the turnpike and get back to Beaver County. But it's always nice heading out to the historic train station that, of course, is DeSalvo Station. They're just waiting to meet you. Good night.